What's up, guys? Everyone is here back with another Raid Shadow Legends video. This video is going to be all about the Heroes Path event that's going on right now for the Fragment Summon Champion, which is going to be Dreamsong here. So it is Ostrich Dreamsong. I'm actually coming to a close here, very close to getting her, really close. Only 5 more fragments to go, which is nice. But in terms of the event here, we've got the Heroes Path. And in the Heroes Path, a lot of people are determining whether or not they want to go for the Hero's Path. Now, I'm not going to say you should or you shouldn't at this point, but I want to talk about basically 4 different paths you can take, or really 5 different paths you could take here. So let's do this. So let's go right into Hero's Path here. If you were to go down the left side, just the left side only, and say you didn't really want to finish the Yostrid path here, and you didn't want to get the 5-star soul, well, you could go down the left side here and you could spend 12,750 points, right? That's how much you would need just to go down the left side to pick up this key. And that would unlock the next path. Of course, if you didn't get the key, then it's only going to be 11,750. You'll get these nice oils, the superior oils. You'll get the nice chaos powder, which is for accessories. 500k, which is nothing. A rare book, which is basically nothing. A type charm, meh. And then 75 energy, which is okay for a couple of runs in dungeons or whatnot. And then if you were to go down the second path along the left side as well, say you were going to do both of them combined, then you're going to end up spending 51,750 points that you're going to need of these bad boys, which, oh, there's a pop-up, boom. You can spend money to do it, of course. But obviously, if you're just doing it through upgrading champions here, or through summoning soul stones here, which I, for one, am not going to do. I'm going to save my soul stones. Then you're going to want to go for the big boys. You're going to want to go the immortal route and the eternal route. Eternal route's going to get you way more points as compared to the immortals. So in terms of immortals versus eternals, eternals will give you 7,500 points a pop, while the immortals will give you 1,500 a pop. And then mortals only 100 per pull. So not that great for the mortals. That's one of the reasons why I'm not going to be pulling my soul stones today for Heroes Path at all. I'm going to do some upgrades, of course, over time for my champions, but I'm not going to get enough points to really go down this far for this free-to-play account. So I'm going to be skipping this path. I don't really care too much about getting the Ostrich Dreamsong 5-star soul on my account. I'm going to be saving my resources for future reference for other champions that are like more busted. Obviously, she can be strong in arena. As you can see, she does have, I think she was, I don't remember what type of champion she is. Sylvan Watchers, okay. So she does have an arena aura of 28%. So I'm not saying she's not strong. I've actually fought her recently in live arena and I beat her, no problem. But I'm not saying she's not going to be good. It's just kind of difficult because there are so many speed champions in the game with the only, well, I think she has 115 base speed. This doesn't do her justice here. Let's go right here into Sylvan Watchers. Is she in the game? Yes, she is. Of course she is. So we've got 115 base speed. So she is really fast as compared to, say, like an Arbiter. What do we have? Arbiter is going to be in High Elves. So for Arbiter, she's got 110. Yeah, 110 base speed. So Arbiter is very fast still because she has a 30% arena aura. You know, you can definitely make Dreamsong faster than Arbiter. But with Arbiter's speed boosts and stuff like that, double speed boosts here with the revive as well, but you can do it without even reviving your dead allies, Arbiter's still going to be the better option in most scenarios. So yes, she's strong, but the other thing is Ostrich can also become a sheep magnet, right? You got to think about that too. Because fills turn meter, which is great, grants an extra turn, attacks on enemies, decrease speed and weaken, so you have a chance of being sheeped. Decrease the turn meter is amazing, but again, chance to get sheeped on this as well when she tries to place a sleep on the target, and if they're under decreased speed or weaken, placed by her has a 75% chance of placing a sleep. So yeah, so she can get sheeped on this ability as well. It is a strong ability. I'm not saying she's a weak champion. She's a very strong champion, amazing for arena, especially if you don't really have a super strong champion like Arbiter, but most people are going to have Arbiter within their first 4 months of playing the game, to be honest, if you're actually grinding the game heavily. But in general, For me, on my account, I don't want to pull when it's not a 2x as well on the soul stones. I would rather pull my soul stones on a 2x where I can get the most bang for my buck for my pulls. That's just me. I do not want to pull during this event. Now, there is some decent rewards here and there, but again, you have to spend a lot of resources for upgrading champions. We also keep in mind, you've got a fusion coming up in just a little bit with Vault Keeper Wixwell, who could potentially be a very strong champion for anybody's account, or at least a decent champion, right? He's going to be great for hard Fire Knight. He's going to be great for general progression. He's going to be decent in arena as well. But just like I said, is this really going to be necessary for your account? You have to go based on what your account progression is. Where are you on your account progression? Do you even have the resources to do this? Me personally, she's a great champion. I just don't think it's worth the resources unless you have an abundance, like a crazy amount of resources to go for this. Now, obviously, there's going to be players that are just going to complete this in its entirety, and that's a lot as well. But like I said, I don't personally recommend going for this champion as a 5-star unless you have tons of resources to do so, right? And if you don't care about the next fusion and you only have a certain amount of resources to complete the hero's path, which is in terms of soul stones, then fine. Don't worry too much about the next fusion, because the next fusion will probably also have a hero's path or something similar to this. And I personally believe, based on my account, that the Wixwell dude getting a 5-star soul on him is going to be more beneficial for my account than getting a 5-star soul on her for my account. Not to say that you shouldn't get it, but just saying, based on your account, think about it. So if you were to go down the right side, it's actually going to be the same amount on the far right side as it is on the far left side. And then if you go down the far right side and then the far right middle right side, then you're going to spend 49,750 points in order to beat both of those sides, okay, to unlock them. And if you were going for the 5-star soul, say you just wanted to go this route right here, boom, energy, go with the rarity, go with the mythicals. I personally would go for the essence, go with the 6-star mythical, and then the perfect soul. That's going to actually be 73,500 points just to get that. So it's a lot of points. It's not easy. It's a heavy grind, especially if you're just going to do upgrading champions. Now you can do it, but you're going to need like 8 to 12,000 energy, which means more than likely you're going to be needing to dip into your gems, and you're going to be grinding nonstop for the rest of this event. Okay. If you have the time, if you have the energy, if like the resources in general, then yes, go for it if you feel like it's a big upgrade on your account, especially if you need a Hydra champion. I didn't even mention that because she is really, really strong for Hydra, granting the extra turn. If you don't have Nekmothar, I, for one, don't have Nekmothar, so her 5-star soul would be great for Hydra because she would kind of be like a pseudo Nekmothar replacement for my account. But she doesn't have, I don't believe she has the decrease. Does she have the decreased speed? Let me just read that one more time. Does she have decreased speed in her kit on all enemies? Yes, she does. It can book out to 100% chance. So yeah, and weaken. So yeah, that's pretty good. She can't decrease the Hydra head's turn meter, but she can grant an extra turn, increase speed on all allies. Yeah, no, she's very, very strong for Hydra. So for me, it actually would be somewhat beneficial to have this 5-star on my account because I don't have Nekmo, but I'm just not going to waste my resources at this time personally. And I'm not going to waste my time in real life, right? You got to think about in real life resources. That is your time and energy focused into the game nonstop until you can get it. So for me, I'm out, right? So if I were to go to both middle sides combined, then it would end up being 91,500 points, which is a lot, right? It's a lot. So I would just consider, if you're going to do everything in the middle here, just going down one side and getting all this, you could. But again, it's a lot of resources. Then if you're going to get everything on the entire map here, it's going to be roughly 193,000 points. So yeah, it's a lot of points. So just think about it before you go and spend your resources. You do have a little bit of time left to complete Astra Dreamsong Fusion. So good luck in doing that. Again, It all depends on your account progression, whether or not you want to go for this. And generally, from upgrading champions, you're going to be able to maybe get at least the first few on either side, or maybe even get to the gems down here, or even get to the mythical charms. I do recommend at least going for the first few if you can do it in general progression. So anyways, that's going to be it for this one, guys. Let me know your thoughts and comments down below. Are you going to be going for the Ostrich 5-star soul, or are you just going to be going to get a few rewards here and there on the left, right side, or middle? Let me know. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you on a video soon. Take care.